So what's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I have a different setup today, so I've got a different background because I'm using a different browser today. But what's up, everybody? How you doing? Um, Excuse the voice. I'm actually really tired because I've been working way too much. Finally, that project is done, so I'm going to get back to being a normal person again. But howdy, howdy, happy Monday. So let's get started. The first things first. This is me, Mr. Gooniac 33. Um, if you have any questions about my website or about my burners or about the new Gooniac stacks or whatever, check out that website, fill out the contact form, and get a hold of me. It'll list my email. It'll also list the contact form there so you can get to me pretty easily. Um, Also, take a look at the description because it shows you how to become a member if you want to become a member to support the channel. Also, there is merchandise. I have actually started a new set of merchandise. The wifey helped me out with that. So we got that going. That's there. You can go there. Or you can go to my website and click it there, or you can look at the description in this video, and it'll show you that. But that's all there. There's a couple of you that were asking about merchandise, so it is there if y'all want to go look. But got kind of a pretty long, drawn out show today. I don't know how much of it we're actually going to get to, but I'm going to try. But let's get to all the people that are here first. So let's do some shout outs to my peoples that have shown up because people were here early, very early today. I got to go way back to see who all showed up first. So Jack78 was number one. What's happening, Jack? He's a member as well. Don't forget to become a member. You can do that by clicking the description and looking in there and clicking the link in there. Mr. Shadow Ops, who's a member, thank you very much, my friend. Mr. Scotty Story, he's a member as well. I sent you your stuff, right? I hope I did. If I didn't, I got to get that done. I can't remember. My head's all fuzzy from having worked way too many days. Mr. Med Scott, what's happening? How you doing? Big Chris, another member. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Mike SSI, who was our very first member. What's up, Mr. Mike SSI? Who else? Craig Bevan, what's happening? You're Mr. Andy Cho, what's happening? I should be out there flying this weekend unless something comes up, but my work schedule's done, so I plan to be there bright and early in the morning, Saturday, hopefully. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? Lots of people. Lionel Randall, who is a member. Lionel Randall, thank you for being here, my friend. Who else? Still looking wild. Bill, what is up? Still looking. John T, I see you're here. How you doing? Well, it's Mr. Victor RC Jets, who is another member. Thank you very much. Charles McDaniel, what's happening? Thank you for the kind words. I've been posting some videos. Mr. John VHRC, what's happening? We'll talk about him here in a little bit too. Mr. Randy Huffins, what is up? The man Randy. What is going on? So I think that's about it for now. But as people show up, I will be sure to shout you out. But thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for hanging out. So, as I stated in the description, I have things planned to do. Whether or not we actually get to all of them is another thing, but I'm going to try. So, number one is I have that EDF that I put together last week. I didn't get a chance to balance it and put it in the plane yet. So I'm going to balance it here on the stream if I get around to it. That's number one. Number two is I have a mystery plane that has shown up, and I'm going to get that unboxed and show it, time allowing, of course. And then the thing I'll talk about first is the Gooniac stacks. So if you guys haven't seen, I have that the Gooniac stack set up, which is for prop planes. I've done a few videos on them already. John VHRC, who I said we were going to talk about, I'm going to bring that up right now. John VHRC was cool enough to put together a how-to video on the Gooniac stacks. So let me pull that up really quick. I'll make sure to put that in there for you guys to see. But he did a really in-depth video on how to put them in on the E-flite 1.5 meter P51. So let me put that link in there. But it's a really good video because it basically goes through the installation process and how to do it. So let me push that in there for you guys to see really quick. I'll add that to, I'm going to add that to a couple of, I might even add that to the description on this, but be sure to check that out. John VHRC, he did a really good job putting that video together, and it goes through the ins and outs of installing the Gooniac stacks on your plane. That's just one of many that we're going to do. But guys, also check out John VHRC because his channel is jam-packed with stuff, RC related, and he's got a couple other channels that are just about his life and stuff that he does on his own. But check out John VHRC. He's got some good videos. He just posted about the new Hobby King plane and some other stuff going on. So be sure to check him out. But I posted the link there. Check out that video. It's really good. It goes through absolutely everything you need to know about installing them on the E-flite P51, and shows you how they work. Shows you all the three different settings that you can use to make it work. So it's if you want to know about them, I'm going to post that everywhere once I get a chance. That is for sure the place, the video to check out, because it gives you the breakdown on everything, so you can see how it works. But again, big shout out to John VHRC. Thank you for doing that. Let's get back. So as far as the Gooniac stacks go, I have already started selling them, but I wanted to do something for the 4th of July since 4th of July is coming up. It's not quite here yet, but it's coming. So I figured I'd do a sale for the stacks. So I'm going to take $5 off of the price for the Gooniac stacks. So it's going to be, if you want to do the basic setup, which is just you plug it in and it's on, that's going to be $30 is the normal price, but take $5 off and make it $25. So it'll be $25 for the regular, just plug in and they're on Gooniac stacks. And then if you want the ones that are throttle controlled and do all the other stuff, however you want it, take $5 off of that. It'll be $55. So that is the sale for that. It's going to be $55 for the full setup, and then $25 for just the plug-in and they're on. Custom setups will be a little bit more, and those are done dependent upon what we're doing. So it just depends. But if you have a custom setup that you want to do, I can do it, and I'll have to talk to you. I've already worked out a couple with other people to figure out dimensions and how you want to do it and all that stuff. But we can do it. So check out my website. You know, if you want more info, click Gooniac 33. I'll just put that up there again so you can see it. It's Gooniac33.me. That's the website. Gooniac33.me. You can get to it in the description on this video. But that will get you to me. You can ask questions. I don't have a store. I don't have a cart. I don't do any of that. I do all my orders direct. So if you want something, get to me on my website. Email me, gooniac33@gmail.com, or just email me through the form on my website, and I'll get back to you. But so that's it. That's that. Enough of that for now. So let's get to the usuals, which is asking questions. So if anybody's got questions, I think I saw somebody had one up a little earlier. And I didn't get to fly this weekend, y'all, so I don't have a whole lot going on other than that. Did a whole bunch of work. I had a compressor running at work that I had to go and feed every 12 to 14 hours. So lots of going back and forth to work, and then I had to put DEF fluid in it. DEF fluid is diesel exhaust fluid for those of you that don't live where there are emissions. But in California, we have some of our newer diesel equipment over a certain displacement have it's like a catalytic converter type thing. It uses diesel exhaust fluid, which basically synthetic urea squirts in there and cancels out all the obnoxious stuff that diesel puts out. But, so I had to do that. I spilled that all over myself yesterday. That was fun. But yeah, I've been busy, but thankfully that equipment shut off. So now I can get back to living my life the normal way again, finally. So let's see if anybody's got questions. Because I'm looking and. So, Mike SSI, good question. Yes, and this is something that I've been bringing up. A lot of people are like, I just bought these batteries and they've already started to puff on me. I'm like, well, did you break them in? What's that? I mean, you have lipos and you don't know what a break-in is. So Mike SSI brings up a good one. There's two ways to do it. As long as you are good with the throttle, if you've got a prop plane that's low on that uses low amps, you can take it, fly it at really low throttle, fly it for a while, and then land it and recharge at 1C or less. Try to keep your discharge. Don't take your battery down much more than 3.8. Try to take it at 3.8 or 3.85. Charge back up. Do again. The whole key is to do 5 to. Realistically, the real sweet spot for break-in is going to be sometime at 15 and 20 is the best, but not everybody can do that. 5 is the minimum. 5 is the minimum. So do a charge cycle. You charge, discharge, charge, discharge. Charging should be 1C or less. Discharge should be very low amp draw. This is just to break in there's chemicals that are in there. It helps break down the chemicals, burn them off, so that it'll be able to do what they do. When batteries are new, they have a higher internal resistance than they do when they're used. So as you use it, it gets better. So if you do it really high, that's why people's batteries puff. 15 cycles, you don't have to do that. But you'll notice that if you do 5 and then you fly the pack, you'll notice that it will get better and better and better and better and then stop at a certain point and then start to degrade. But yeah, I don't have time for that either. So I usually will do, I'll do 5. I have a charger that'll do it. I have a discharge. Sorry guys, I've been up too long. I have a charger that will do regenerative discharge. So it will go up to 20 amps per channel, and I've got 4. And connect it to an external power source, and then it will discharge into that source. So, and this is what Jeff and Laura Alabama does. But yeah, if you fly them at a low rate. Don't fly like a nut. Like I said, the internal resistance is going to be high on a brand new pack. So that's why you'll get puffing, and that's why you'll get heat. When there's resistance, that makes heat. So it's best to go easy on them for the first minimum 5. I like to do 10 if I can. 15 is the best. It's not always possible to do that. But you can break them in an EDF. You can even do it on the ground. But so long as when you are, if you do it in an EDF, which I've done, I was able to do it with my E-Flight Viper because it has telemetry, so I was able to listen to what my amp draw was. So I cut my amp draw down low. So it just, that's one way to do it. But if you want the most out of your batteries, the best thing to do is to break them in. And at least 5 cycles, so that's just going to get them to where they're not going to be so, the IR won't be so high until they'll start puffing and doing other stuff. ESC calibrations, that's a totally different thing. That's just going to be where you make sure that you've got the full throttle range on your ESC to get the most out of your ESC. But that's something to do too with a new plane. It's good to do it ever so often, just for the hell of it, just to make sure. It's not supposed to go away, but it can happen. But yeah. So like I said, yes, you can break them in an EDF if you're good with the throttle. The best plane for breaking in batteries is the FMS Hawk, because that plane will take off at quarter throttle and fly around all day at quarter throttle, and fly around at quarter throttle for 5.5, 5.5 6 minutes, land, charge, whatever. But my charger will actually do it all for you. It will do however many cycles you set up on the charger. It will charge, discharge, over and over and over until it gets through. But yeah, so anyway. Yeah, and like I said, there's no wrong or right way to do it. Do it whatever works for you. But if you want the most out of your batteries, that's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. So let's see what else is going on here. Yep, and I do too, John VHRC. I've got old batteries. I've got some that are 6 years old, still work. The key to it is not leaving batteries charged over a long period of time, because that will increase their internal resistance, and resistance is bad. It makes it so that things heat up and that you can't get as much out of them as you want. So Gens Ace are some of the best batteries. My oldest batteries were Gens Ace, and they still work great. So yes, another very important thing. 1C or less for me, always. That's just how I do it. If I want to charge more batteries, I don't increase the rate. I increase the amount of chargers. So I've got 14 ports that I use to get all my batteries charged to go fly. That's 14. Yeah, 14. If I want 14, I have them, but I usually use 12. So what's happening, Shadow? So yep. Any other questions? So actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna put this up in a poll. You guys tell me what you want me to do. You want me to do an EDF balance? Or an EDF unbox, or not EDF, EDF balance, or mystery unbox, and that will be. I'll put that in the as a poll here. Let's see. Go ahead and answer that for me, and then we will see what we're going to do. Answer the poll for me. It's because maybe I can't do everything, but if I can, it'd be great. But let me know which one you want, just so we can see. Because I've got a couple things to do. It'll make the stream shorter if I choose one. But put it in the poll, guys. I'll leave the poll up for a few minutes. We'll go from there. So, any other questions? Scotty's story, that's a good one. 1C means capacity. So that C could be whatever the capacity of your battery pack is. So if you've got a 2200, as it was mentioned there, that is 2200 milliamps is the same as 2.2 amp hours. So that's 2.2 amps. That will be 1C. And it doesn't matter what the voltage is, it's the capacity. So if it's a 4000 6S, it's still 4 amps is still 1C. So C is the capacity. So if you want your battery to last longer, 1C or less, everybody says you can charge some batteries up to whatever they say, and that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But whenever you increase amps, you increase heat. So there can be heat that could end up being issues. Who knows? I don't care. Do what you want, but I always choose 1C. So if I need to charge more stuff, I'll get more chargers. So Big Chris, that's a good one. So fast charge just means that it's going to speed through. Okay, so with any kind of battery, the first 80% of the charge will go the fastest. Um, it's the last 20% that takes the longest. So when you do a fast charge, that last 20%, it's going to speed through it. So it won't sit there and wait for your batteries to be completely balanced. It'll just kind of say, okay, that's mostly charged, you're done. And it'll get it charged quickly that way. By instead of sitting there waiting for everything to perfectly balance, it'll just stop. So instead of it being right at 4.2 volts per cell, it'll probably be like 4.18, 4.17, and you'll be done. Let's see what else. Oh, that's a good one too. What do you use to clean EDF? Case to get rid of grass dirt. Windex is a good one. If it's a plastic case, you don't want to use something it'll make it brittle. So Windex, you could just use plain water. But usually Windex works really good. That actually works really good on gas and nitroplanes too, because Windex cuts through everything. Hydraulics. If you ever work with hydraulics, Windex cuts through hydraulic oil like nothing. It's really good. So, good questions, guys. So let's see what else. So I got to check out my survey. Let's see what the survey is saying. Okay, so everybody wants to see the mystery unbox. So I'll let it go for a little bit longer. Let me see how many people have. 16 votes. Okay, cool. So you guys keep voting. As it's going right now, looks like we're going to do the mystery unbox. But I'm going to keep it going for a little longer, see if anybody gets in there and changes their mind. But yeah, good stuff. So let's see if there's any other questions. Other questions. This has been some good stuff. Would you use that function? It depends on what you want to do, Big Chris. There's not much of a difference between fast charge and regular charge. Like I said, it will just stop. Instead of making sure it's all the way up to 4.2 volts per cell, it'll stop. As soon as it notices that it's settled a little bit, boom, it'll quit. And then you can go ahead and fly the plane. It's not really going to affect anything. I prefer to get my batteries up to 4.2 before I fly, but 4.18, 4.2, there's not much of a difference. It's hardly any difference at all. So it ain't gonna make much of a difference. It's gonna be fine. Lionel Randall, I don't know. We'll have to see. I've seen there's a lot of new planes out. There's a lot of cool new planes. So just so everybody knows too, there is a new person in town as far as vendors go. This Turbines RC. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Turbines RC, they're a European company, but they carry everything pretty much from all brands. And I actually was able to find something I haven't been able to find for a long time. I killed my 70 millimeter F-104 back over the summer. I had a real bad streak there. Killed a lot of planes. But I killed my free-wing 70 millimeter F-104, and I'm like, crap, I need to start over. I couldn't find it anywhere. I got on Turbines RC, and I found it. So if you guys have a plane that you want, if you can't find it from the regular people, you don't want to order from China, check those guys out. So yeah. So the X-Fly Alpha Jet, I don't know. We'll see. It looks cool, but we'll see. And Randy Huffins is dead on with what he's saying. 2200 is 2.2, 1300 is 1.3, 900 milliamp is 0.9. Yep, that's it. That's right. Regardless of the voltage, that's the amperage you want it to be at, whatever the capacity is. And if it's less, that just makes it better. I mean, that's just better. I mean, so the thing is, when you're charging batteries, if you go at a lower rate, yes, it takes longer, but you're for sure going to charge that battery all the way. Because the faster you go, it's you're trying to force things in. If you try to force it in, stuff may not always go in. So it's like trying to pour something really fast or just pouring something really slow to make sure it all goes in. If you pour really fast, the likelihood of you spilling is higher. But if you go really slow, you know it's all going to go into where you need it to go. But what Randy Huffin says there is dead on. So there's a couple cool new planes coming out from X-Fly. The Alpha Jets one. I think there was another one too. They have those little Su-27s that look cool. Lyndon, what's up? And then there's from Fly Fans. There's a couple new planes coming too. There's that little 64 millimeter plane that just came out. I don't know what it is. I think it's something from mainland China, but it's a new little 64 jet that came out. I've got the MiG-25 from Fly Fans. I plan on getting the JAS-39, YAS-39 from them. So it's got FMS hardware in it, so it's going to be a good plane. Plan to get that. So let's check out this. Wow, 23 volts. So it looks like people are wanting the mystery box. Okay, so it looks like we ain't going balance today. We're probably going to do some mystery unboxing. So I'll let it go a little bit more. Wait till we get to 25, and then I'll end it. Cool. So I'm liking the surveys. Let's see what else is going on. So let's see. Anything else? Because if it's going to be a mystery unbox, then I need to get busy on that. So we will have to get that set up. But let's see how many people have answered. That's 23 votes is enough. So it looks like we're going to have a mystery unbox. So that's what it's going to be. But we're going to talk a little bit more, and then we will get to that. So, Big Chris, I've got a couple different chargers that I use. The simplest, best charger you could buy for about 160 bucks. It's called the EV Peak CQ3, and it is 100 watts per channel, and it's 4 channels total, so you can charge 4 batteries at once. It's AC/DC, which means you can charge from a battery if you're out at the field with no power, or you can plug it into the wall and charge that way. But you can charge 4 6S packs at 4.4 amps each. They say it's supposed to be 100 watts per channel. Mine always charge at 4.4 amps. I've even checked with a clamp meter to make sure. It's not supposed to be able to do it that high, but that's what it does. So I'm able to charge 4 5,000s in about 45 minutes. So if you have 3S or 4S batteries, it works great. But it's $160, and I've had mine for years, no issues, no breakdowns, no nothing. The little balance boards work great. If the balance boards break, you pull them out and just use the balance itself on the side of the thing. My high watt charger, which you can never find, is called a reactor. It comes from Hobby King. Let's see if I can get it. But it's called a reactor, and that one requires an external power supply, so it costs a little bit more because you've got to use a power supply or a battery. But it's 300 watts per channel, so it's an amazing charger. I do a lot with it. That's what I use for regenerative discharging. I'm able to discharge up to 20 amps per channel that goes directly back into the battery or the source that I'm using. And here's the CQ3 I was talking about. But CQ3 is awesome. Super simple to use. Big Chris, there's your answer right there. That's the link. It's in the chat too. Just click that. But the CQ3 is the easiest. That's really the only charger you need if you really want to charge a charge a whole bunch of batteries, get 2 of those, and you're set. You don't need anything else after that. I had 3, and that was too much. I ended up giving one to trading one with something for Nate, so he has one of the 3 that I had. But I have another charger for the higher stuff, which is the I think they have it on this. It's never in stock, but if you can get the reactor charger from Hobby King, it is amazing, but it's hard to find. It's never in stock, and this is the one I'm talking about. It does all the same things that the EV Peak will do, but it's I'll just put it in the chat. But it's never in stock. It does everything that the EV Peak will do, with plus regenerative discharge and higher amperage. It's a really cool charger. Works great. But that's another one. If you can ever find one, and if you have an external power supply just for charging, get one. And then you can regenerative discharge. I've used that charger to start a friend's car just by connecting to their battery, dumping whatever power I had in my actual battery into their battery to give it enough charge to get it started to go. So that is one way to do it, but that's one of the charges. But if you want a simple, easy to operate, but still powerful charger, get that one from Get FPV. It's the CQ3, and they just updated the charger too, so it looks even better now. It's a reddish color. But yeah, totally worth it. $160, and like I said, mine has lasted for years with no issues. I bought mine in 2017 and 18, and they're still going. No issues at all. CQ3, I think they just got them in stock now too, so get them while you can, because they go out really quick. Totally worth it. If you've got EDFs or any kind of planes that require 6S batteries, that charger is one of the best you can get, because everything's built in, and it will charge 5,000, 6,000s in no time. It's an awesome charger, one of my favorites. And if I get more, I would get more. But yeah, as Mr. Juicens was saying, what's up, Tim Juicens? And Tuggo, I don't know if I said hi to you. What's up? Hugo, what's up? So yeah, I wouldn't mind if you guys hit the like button. Also, if you're interested in merchandise, I finally got more. Go to my website, click, there it is. Teespring, I think it's Teespring. Is it still there? Yep, they're there. So just click that link in the description below. Julie helped me get those things together. And you can get shirts, you can get bags, t-shirts, sweatshirts. I think there's even mugs and other stuff. Maybe not mugs yet, but the apparel's there. The accessories are a backpack. Oh, there's a backpack. I should get a Gooniac backpack for myself. And then bag, all that stuff. So you can get that stuff if you want. Or you can click the click the join button there, or drop a PayPal. Either one. None of it's required, but it's great if you do. Appreciate it. And Randy, thank you for your 3 hits. Much appreciated. So if y'all want me to do the mystery unbox, I think that's what it's going to have to be. And you're going to have to give me just a couple seconds to get my camera set up. But let me do that really quick, and I will be back. So let's get that. Be right back. Alright guys, sorry for the shaking, but that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go on a different, have a different setup going here. So you guys got to let me know if you can hear me, because I am on a different headphone setup. But I mean, I have to be a little, I mean, I've already kind of, it's not totally unboxed because I already took the black wrappers off of this. But I got this from a site that's from China. And if anybody knows what site I'm talking about, they always send things in black box and with black plastic, like a black plastic bag over it. So I got that part off to get to the inside. I was able to get a good deal on this because it was out of the box. So you notice the blue tape. No, it's not one of these blue tape planes, but it is a plane that was able to fit in there. So let's get it open. Let's see what's in there. So excuse the mess. My cat may or may not come within the shot or not, but we'll see. So if there's any shaking at all, it's just because I'm bumping the camera. And like I said, I've already opened this somewhat because I took the black bag that comes around these. I already took that off. So I was able to get a good deal on this plane because it came out of its box. It's coming out of its box. So that's why it's in a free wing box. And this is one for the MiG-29 that's been adapted to fit into the box that I got. So let's get it open. So, and it's cool the way that they did it because they always put these little pieces here to protect the edges. Make sure that you can't hurt the internals. So I didn't check the chat. Can you guys hear me okay? Forgot to ask if you could hear me okay. But let me get the let me know if you can hear me. Just throw something up. Let me know if you can hear me because I can't. I need to know if y'all can hear me. But so we're getting this thing open. I've got that one part open. So now let's get the inside. So again, this is not a free wing plane, but I was able to get a good deal on it because it's out of its original box. So, but it is still a brand new plane. So, and it's from a company overseas. So, let's get this opened. Oh, so it's not in its original shipping box, but it still is in its original box. So, but yeah, like I said, I got a damn good deal on it. So there was no way I was going to say no because they told me they could do it. They appreciated all the business I've given them over the years. So they said, hey, we'll offer this to you. And there it is. This is a plane that I have flown, but not the new version. I have flown this plane, but now we get to see the new V3. And as far as I know, I don't think anybody here in the US has one of these yet. So I was lucky enough to get them to sell me one so that I could show this off. So main reason why I wanted it is because of the new hardware that's in this thing. It has all new FMS gear in here. So it's got the new 2000 kV. Sorry for the shaking. The new 2000 kV 36 millimeter motor FMS fan. It's got metal housing, new fan design, new rotor design. So let us do this. This is going to be cool. So, I don't know. Let me check the chat real quick. But this is going to be pretty sweet. The V2 was pretty dang awesome with that 2100 kV setup. But from what I have seen, this new 2000 kV is even better. It's quieter, considerably quieter. And when a fan is quiet, that means it's working better. So, working much better than it should than most when they're quiet. That's a good sign. So cool. So let's get this thing open. There's not much to the FMS planes when you do get them. It's just a few Allen screws. And you're able to get them done really quickly, really easily. So I'm not going to assemble it, but I am going to open it up so that you guys can see what is in here. And I'll have to check the chat from time to time. But I'm not looking at it at the moment. But I'm going to get back over there. Check this out. So, here it is. Pretty dang cool. I wanted this mainly because of the motor, but I also like this color better. So, yeah, this is brand new. Like I said, still in the box. Just not in its original shipping box. So, let's open it up and see. So, let's this is kind of cool. The way that they do it, it's really compact, really well done. So this is the spar right here. I'll tab it over here so I can see you guys. That's the spar right there, fiberglass. Fiberglass is really all you need. You don't need carbon fiber for what we're doing. There's the manual packed away over there. Cool. This is what I like the most about these new planes that's coming from FMS. The connectors. The wing connectors just plug in. There is no fishing for wires or any of that. They literally just plug in. So that's cool. There's wheels, servos, ball links. The new ones come with lights. As you can see, there's LEDs. So this is going to be cool. I'm going to clear coat this too and make it shiny. There's one wing. This is the left wing. This is very well packed. Oops, sorry. I'm going to make you guys sick. There's the right wing. Really well done. Stickers and paint. We need to get this clear coated. But this is what I like the most about FMS is that their ball links are really well done. All the fit and finish is really good. And on the ailerons and other important parts, they screw them in to make sure that they don't come off. That's cool. It is 77 degrees in here. I'm turning on the AC. So if it gets too noisy, let me know. Whoa. So, not going to be much to put this together, and I might put it together before I take it to storage. But here's the horizontal stabilizer. Everything's labeled, taped down, and again, we've got the proper hardware for the surfaces, and they're screwed in place, which is cool. Ball links, and they've been using, from what they say, these are the higher quality digital Metal Gear servos. FMS servos have been really good. I upgraded my E-Flight F-18 servos to the new FMS Predators, and it made a huge difference. There's a vertical stab, there's Tomahawk. I like this scheme. I like the red. I like that a lot more than the other color, which is blue, I think. But this is the mounting surface. It's plastic, hard plastic, done really well. This mount here is plastic as well, instead of it just being plain foam. So, not much of a sport jet guy, but I'm like, you know what? I like the hardware that's coming in this plane, so it's definitely worth trying out. I think this might even have a reflex gyro, because they have a USB-C plug. And usually they have that for the reflex. So I'll have to see if it's got a reflex in there, which I may or may not be. I probably won't use it because I'll have an AR-637. AR-637T that I will be using. I don't remember where I put my knife. Oh, there it is. So, knife. Yeah, this thing will be cool. I'll be able to put most of it together before I take it to the my plane storage. Get this open. So, I think this might have a reflex in there. There's the hardware. So this is the cool thing about these planes. When you get them, they literally go together just with these. That's all that it requires. And they're all the same length. So there's no mixing up which goes where. They're all the same. That's really cool about FMS and the way they do it now. Let's open this thing up and see what's in here. So, hard canopy. And it's not clear, but it still looks like it's, looks cool. Yeah, they do have a reflex in here. So there is a reflex installed. I'll have to see how that works. I might just take it out, because I want to use the AR-637. But it comes with the reflex gyro and the EC5 connector already. So I need to check and see with the ESC, because I think that this ESC is actually an 8S ESC. So if I wanted to run 7 in this, I could with no issue. And from what I've heard, and Garfield Houston, if he's actually watching, Garfield Houston has done so much testing with these new FMS setups, and he's been able to run most of them above what they say they can do. So if it's one of those new ESCs, they even have reverse on most of these new ESCs, so should be cool. But I'll have to figure all the rest of this out. But that's it. It's very little to get it together. I know Nate would say, put that thing together, but I'm not going to bother doing that right now. But that's all it's going to take to put it together. What is that? 1, 2, 3 for the 1, 2, 3. What was it? 4. 1, 2, 3 for the vertical. Possibly 3 for the 3 for the elevator. Vertical stab, and then 2 for each wing. That's it, and it's together. But I don't want to rush it. I'm not going to bother trying to do that on the stream. At least you guys get to see that I've got a new plane, and the new plane is a Futura. And it's the new Futura. It's the new V3. So it should be pretty cool. It's going to get the full glossy treatment, just to make it, look a little better and last longer. But this was available for a very short time from one of the overseas vendors, so I was able to put my order in and get it. Got it pretty quick. But they're going to be available on some other sites here pretty soon. I think Turbines RC is going to have them, and a few others. But that is it. And hope it wasn't a letdown if you guys getting to see it. Haven't been checking out the chat, but let me check the chat here and see what's going on. The Fred Barron, what's up? So hopefully you guys got to see and enjoy the little unbox I did. There's very few parts, so that's what. In there. There's the parts, the pack for the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and this plane is ready to go. So that's it. That's what I like about how FMS is doing things now. It's really simple, and everything screw in. You see these things on the side. Don't have to worry about running your wires. Just plug them in. So let me grab the manual here and see which ESC is in here. Because if it's the right ESC, it's got reverse, and it has, yeah, so there's, okay, this is cool. So here's the reflex setup, how you can set that up. Shows you how to do it. I'm still debating whether or not I'm actually going to run that. We shall see. This is a great candidate for the new 7200 packs, because I've been running the Sirius with the 7200, and it was a beast with that pack. 7200 weighs the same as the as a 6000 HRB, so it's not really hurting anything. This is another language now. So I don't know what the ESC. Usually they have a little addendum there for the ESC, but I'm looking to see if it's there, and I don't see it. So cool, but from what I've seen, they're hobby wings, so I can connect it to my little hobby wing, my hobby wing programming card, and get things set up the right way. So I'm not going to do this today, but I will have this thing together, possibly flying by this weekend. We'll see. But I've got to mix up my deployments that I've been doing, because I took the same stuff out to the field the last couple times, so I want to do something a little different. But this is it. This is going to be fun. This is going to be cool. Let's look at the bottom. I don't think we look at the bottom. So that's a cool new scheme. It's got an LED there. There's the fan hatch. So this is a good looking plane. You know, it retracts. Having all the LEDs, all that stuff on here, and just a screw together assembly. There are no cheaters on this, so that's why they kind of make that funky noise when they first take off, because there's no cheater. So that's it, and pretty pumped about it. It should be cool. I haven't had a fun sport jet for a while. The Sirius is a sport jet. That one's a little funky, but I enjoy it with the FMS fan in there. So very cool. And I hope it wasn't too much of a letdown, because it was a mystery. I don't know of anybody here in the U.S. with one of these yet, but like I said, I was lucky enough to be able to order one, and it showed up. So very happy about that, and I will get it flying hopefully sooner than later. But so yeah, so that's it. Let me get back to my regular screen, and be back in a minute. All right, I'm back. So hope that wasn't too much of a letdown. I have these things set. If I don't put them just right, they fall off my ears. So that's why it always looks crooked up all around. But I've got to do it this way. So I'm a little sunburned from being out in the sun, trying to fill up that compressor that I was running at work. But anyway, caught back up on the stream here on the chat. Hope you guys can hear me okay now that I'm back on the other setup. See if I can catch up. But I do have some more stuff coming too, guys. I've got that F104 coming from Turbines RC, the 70. So I'm going to try that again after my first 1.5 flight. First flight was great. I don't know if I got a good video of it, but the second flight was terrible. It just smacked. Wreck 'em Roy, anytime you post anything with the word crash, you get a lot of views. That's just the way it works. People love crash. I don't know why, but whatever. Anytime you post a crash, you will get a crap ton of video views when you do that. So anyway, anything else going on, guys? You guys got any other questions? Anything else that wants to go on here? Because I've done what I wanted to do. Since you guys wanted to see the unbox over fan balance, which is cool with me. I want it to be what you guys want it to be. And Victor, yes, I want to get my 90mm F104 back in the air. I ripped the gear out of that. What happened was the ESC has a slow ramp up from from idle to run. And I had come to land and I did something I never do. I pulled the throttle all the way off and then was getting ready to add throttle back in. I hit sync, it slammed it down to the ground. I was able to keep the attitude right. I hit the throttle to get it to climb, but it ramped up slowly. And just as the power came on, it clipped the end of the runway. And it was not a good thing. Let's RC, I think I did get your email. If I didn't reply, I apologize, but I thought that I did. I'm sure that I did. If I didn't reply, I apologize, and I'll have to get back to you. I thought for sure that I did, but if you're asking, chances are I didn't. But I'll go back and I'll look. I haven't checked email since I've been on here, but we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, I need to get my F104 back because its gear are gone. I just need to get the gear back. The gear are expensive. That's the problem. And then fix the bottom. I have the doors. I already have that stuff, but I've got to get the actual gear. And then get that stuff going. So anyway, you guys got any other questions or anything you want to ask before we get out of here? Because I got what I needed to do. If you guys want to see a fan bounce or anything, you know what? We need to figure out what to do for the next show. If you guys want what it is you guys want to see, because um, I haven't flown the last couple of weekends, but I do want to fly this coming weekend. I'll fly Saturday if I can. I haven't looked at the weather for this upcoming weekend, but and we've got a holiday, which means that I might get an extra day. So somebody else sent me something. So let's see. I think I did reply. I mean, I don't want to seem weird, but just send it again because I get a crap ton of emails. Just reply to the one you already sent so that it'll pop up again, and I'll get it. I'll find it if I haven't, but that's my email again. Just do that just to be safe. I'm getting caught up on everything finally. So if you haven't seen the Gooniac Stacks video from John VHRC, we need to post that again so you can see it because it's really cool. John did a really good job showing how to get them installed and showing how they work. But I'm going to post the video link in there again. You're going to have to. I think that the link that I put has a timestamp on there, but just start it from the beginning. But yeah, John VHRC did an awesome job on that. I'm going to post that on my page and show a little bit more. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about before we get going, let me know. Oh, also, check out RC Plane Reviewer because he's been doing the one thing most people don't do when they do videos is actually show how fast the plane is going. And the RC Plane Reviewer, Jeff and Bobby over there, I'm loving their videos because they will put not only the GPS, but they will also use a radar gun on their planes to show you the speeds that they're getting. And the one that they just did most recently was the speed trial on the FMS F-18, this little mini Super Hornet with that new setup. And it was a pretty impressive. I'm not going to give it away, but you guys need to go watch it. Let me see if I can copy this link and I'll post it on the page. But I've had the guys on the show. They're good people. Bobby and Jeff are cool guys. I've had them on my show. They've had me on their show. It's been fun. But take a look at that video that I just posted. It shows how fast that new little FMS V2 F-18 is. That thing hauls. Now here's the thing though. If you really want it to haul, you need to set it up the way I did, which is using that same motor but using the old original 1850 kV fan with the new 30 millimeter 1900 kV motor, and mine is over 135 miles an hour now. So theirs is still fast because it's using the new stock setup. But when you use the Gooniac setup, which I'm actually going to use in my new F-104, it's even better. So the juices, that's good. 117 on a prop plane, that's really good. So was that the racer scheme or was that the one that's the camo version? That's really good for a plane that size. That's moving really good. I had an 1100 what was it, the Strega, and my Strega was a 130 mile an hour plane. That was after I made some modifications, of course, but that thing was fast. And yeah, Jack 78, he's got the same setup I've got in my F-18, and that thing moves. One thing about the Super Hornets and the regular Legacy Hornets, if they make this whistle, there's a certain whistle they make, and that when they do that whistle, you know that they're hauling. And mine has been hauling. So mine does that whistle. When it goes by, you know it's screaming. So cool. But Mike Bird, what's happening? Thanks for coming by all the way from across the pond there. So, guys, again, before we get going, Gooniac stacks. We're going to do a sale, July 4th sale, and I actually want to do a sale for the fiery booties as well. It's going to be a little different, but let's start with the Gooniac stacks. So I'm going to take $5 off for those. So if you want Gooniac stacks, the regular price for throttle controlled all-inclusive pack is $60. Take 5, and it's going to take 5 off. It'll be 55. And if you just want the simple plug into your battery and it's always on, that's normally $30, and I'm going to make it 25. So, and that's including shipping in the U.S. So if you're in the U.S., that just pay that price, and it will get shipped to your door at that price. Now, also with the fiery booties, I've already done a few sales on those. So what I'd like to do to get a little bit more of those sold is, if you buy more than one setup, I'll take $5 off. So if you buy 2 sets of fiery booties, not a twin, but actually 2 sets, then I'll take $5 off of those guys too. So then you'll get a little bit of a discount. Everybody else is raising prices and coming up with excuses as to why things cost more because of shipping. Nope, not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to cut prices because people need a break nowadays. Gas is expensive. Everything's expensive. I'm an RC pilot above all. I love flying. I love RC. Me doing this stuff, yes, I do sell it. Yes, I do make a little bit of money at it, but it's not about the money. It's about keeping people in the hobby and enjoying it and putting smiles on faces. So I'm going to take some money off. So $5 off the Gooniac stacks. And then if you buy 2 sets of fiery booties, you'll get $5 off. So I'm not going to come up with excuses as to why all of my numbers need to go up. Like all these places are doing, saying, oh, well, the cost of fuel and, and all the retooling, blah, 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 blah. Not doing it. So I want to drop my prices just a little bit because I feel for y'all, because I'm one of y'all, and I don't like dealing with that. So I'm going to cut the price a little bit, make everybody happy. And the more you buy, the happier I'm going to be, because that means there's going to be more out there. So I appreciate it if you guys would help. Also, be sure to check out my merch. I've got more merch coming out. Wife went together. I'll put that up there again so you guys can see. I don't normally like talking about myself and about all the stuff that I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway today because it's finally back. Merchandise is back. And it'd be great to see some people with some Gooniac gear. I'm going to get some stuff for myself again. I have to get a new sweatshirt. And I might even get a little backpack for my flying. But also, I'm going to come up with a date. I know I said I was going to do a giveaway. I actually am going to do a giveaway, member only giveaway. So if you want to be part of this giveaway, it's best to become a member, because then you will. I've done it in the past where it was just go through and do all the wrenches, but I'd rather reward the people who have become members. So let's do that. Lits, I did have stickers, and I will get more. So stay tuned for that. I did have stickers on there. For some reason, Teespring went through and they changed everything. So the stuff that I offered before, they've changed. So I'll have the wife put some more stickers up. But right now, there are actually, I think I can do that with you guys here on the screen. So I'm gonna open up the window so you guys can see all the stuff that we've got for merchandise. So I'll navigate through the screen so you guys can see it. So let's share the screen first. It's going to look a little weird for a second, so I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so take a look at this tab here, and this is what we're going to. Let's go to that tab. So let's just look at the merchandise with that. make sure you guys can see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. So quick merchandise. Go to where it says shop. And then if you scroll down a little bit, it shows you the stuff that's there. So there's classic fiery booty tee, modern design, and there's backpack design, and there's all these shirts, sweatshirts, other stuff, and there will accessories. So for now, there's just the bags, but there will be stickers, and there were mugs at one point, and those will be back. But so take a look at the stuff that's there. That way you can. This stuff is actually pretty cool too. I had one of these. Where is it? One of these, and it lasted for over almost 2 years. So you can get all those sizes. It's totally worth it. They're really well made. Yeah, check it out. So yeah, let's get that off of there. There you go. So take a look. There you go. And Wreck 'em Roy, just let me know when you're ready for the stacks. Send the emails through the just a regular email, or go through the site, either one, and we can do that. But I think that's pretty much it for now. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hanging out as always. But pretty much it. So I'm going to end it for today, but I appreciate everybody being here, and hopefully we'll be back next week with some more stuff to do, and I'll put out another survey to see what you guys want to see and want me to do. So thank y'all for being here, and I will see you the next time.